The African savanna bakes under the midday sun. It is a harsh and unforgiving light, bleaching the colors from the landscape and sending shimmering heat waves rising from the parched earth. Today, on June 2nd, 2026, the heat is particularly intense. Most sensible creatures have sought refuge from its relentless glare. A herd of zebra stands motionless under the sparse shade of an acacia tree, their stripes a dizzying pattern in the bright light. In the distance, a lone giraffe moves slowly, its long neck a silhouette against the vast, pale blue sky. The air is thick and still, heavy with the scent of dust and dry grass, broken only by the incessant drone of insects. Near the slow-moving river, the promise of water offers little relief. The riverbank is a tapestry of cracked mud and patches of resilient green reeds. Here life congregates, drawn by the essential need for water. But the river is also a place of great danger, a boundary between life and death. Beneath the surface, unseen predators wait patiently for an opportunity. The silence of the afternoon is deceptive. It is not a peaceful silence, but a watchful one. Every rustle in the grass, every ripple on the water, could signal the start of a life or death struggle. The savanna is a stage, and its actors are always ready for their cue. Under the sprawling branches of an ancient fig tree, a formidable figure rests. It is a Nile crocodile, a relic from the age of dinosaurs. Her massive body, covered in armored scutes, is almost perfectly still. She lies half in the shade and half in the dappled sunlight, her immense jaws slightly agape to help her body cool in the oppressive heat. To a casual observer, she might appear to be in a deep sleep, a motionless log of reptilian flesh. But this stillness is a hunter's ruse. Her eyes, though seemingly closed, are mere slits, and her senses are keenly attuned to every subtle change in her environment. She is the queen of this riverbank, an apex predator of immense power. This ancient reptile is not just resting, she is guarding a precious treasure. A few meters away, hidden beneath a carefully constructed mound of sand and vegetation, lies her future. It is her nest, a repository of the next generation. For weeks she has remained close, a vigilant protector against the many dangers that threaten her offspring. The heat that forces other animals into lethargy serves her well, incubating the eggs buried within the warm sand. She is a monument of patience, a symbol of primal maternal instinct. Her presence casts a long, dangerous shadow over this small patch of the riverbank, a clear warning to all who might approach. Just beyond the edge of the riverbank, hidden within the tall, golden grasses, another set of eyes is watching. These eyes belong to a pack of African wild dogs, also known as painted wolves. Their beautiful coats, a chaotic mosaic of black, yellow, and white, provide excellent camouflage in the sun-dappled savanna. They lie low, their bodies pressed against the warm earth, muscles coiled with potential energy. Unlike the solitary crocodile, the wild dogs are a team. The pack is a complex social unit, and their survival depends entirely on their ability to cooperate. The alpha female, a seasoned hunter with a scar across her muzzle, is the leader. The dogs have been tracking a herd of impala for hours, but the midday heat has made the hunt difficult. The antelope are alert, and the open plains offer little cover for an ambush. Now, a new opportunity has presented itself. Their keen senses have led them to this spot. They can smell the river, the mud, and something else, the faint, earthy scent of the crocodile's nest. Hunger is a powerful motivator in the savanna, and the dogs have not eaten well for days. The pups back at the den are waiting, their small, hungry cries a constant reminder of the pack's responsibility to provide. For the painted hunters, the nest represents an irresistible prize. The alpha female surveys the scene with intense focus. She notes the position of the crocodile, the distance to the nest, and the potential escape routes. Her pack members watch her, waiting for a signal. Each dog has a role to play, an understanding forged through countless hunts. There is a low, almost inaudible whimper from a younger dog, a sign of its excitement and impatience. The alpha female silences it with a quick, sharp glance. This operation will require absolute stealth and perfect coordination. One wrong move, one careless sound could bring the wrath of the river guardian down upon them. It is a gamble, but one they are willing to take. Their target is not the crocodile herself. They are intelligent hunters and know they are no match for the armored giant in a direct confrontation. Their prize is the nest. It is a treasure trove of protein, a banquet of eggs, and perhaps even tiny, vulnerable hatchlings. The dogs can hear faint chirps and scratching sounds coming from the mound of sand. The eggs are beginning to hatch. This adds a new layer of urgency to their plan. They must act quickly before the hatchlings make their perilous journey to the safety of the water. The stage is set for a dramatic confrontation between two very different but equally determined predators. The decision is made. The alpha female gives a subtle flick of her ears, a signal that the pack understands instantly. This is not a reckless charge born of desperation, but a carefully calculated risk. The wild dogs are masters of strategy, known for their intelligence and intricate teamwork. They know that the crocodile is a formidable opponent, a creature of immense power and explosive speed. A single bite from those powerful jaws could crush bone and end a dog's life in an instant. The river itself is a death trap, the crocodile's home territory, where she holds every advantage. The dogs must stay on dry land, where their agility and speed are their greatest assets. Every member of the pack has a specific role in the coming raid. The younger, faster dogs will be the primary thieves, tasked with dashing in, grabbing what they can, and retreating quickly. The older, more experienced dogs, including the alpha pair, will act as sentinels and distractions. Their job is to keep a close watch on the sleeping giant, ready to create a diversion if she begins to stir. This division of labor is crucial to their success. It allows them to maximize their chances of securing food, while minimizing the risk to the pack as a whole. It is a testament to the complex social structure that makes the painted wolf one of Africa's most successful predators. The tension within the pack is palpable. Their bodies are rigid with anticipation, their large round ears swiveling to catch the slightest sound. They move with a ghostly silence, their paws making almost no noise on the dry earth as they begin to fan out. They use the tall grass and sparse bushes as cover, their painted coats breaking up their outlines and making them difficult to see. The air is thick with a silent communication passing between them, a language of body posture, eye contact, and subtle movements. Each dog knows its part, and their collective focus is entirely on the nest and the sleeping behemoth that guards it. The greatest risk is the crocodile's unpredictable nature. While she appears to be in a deep slumber, she could awaken at any moment. Her senses are finely tuned to detect vibrations in the ground and unusual sounds. The dogs must be as light as ghosts, their movements fluid and precise. The scent of the dogs might also betray them, carried on the faint breeze towards the river. It is a high-stakes game of stealth and nerve. The reward is a full belly and the survival of their young, but the price of failure is injury or death. This is the daily reality of life in the savannah, where every meal can be a life or death struggle. The raid begins with the quietest of movements. Two of the younger dogs, chosen for their speed and agility, detach from the main group. They move in a low crouch, their bellies almost scraping the ground. They inch forward, one careful paw at a time, using every blade of grass and every shadow for concealment. The sun beats down on their backs, but they seem oblivious to the heat. Their entire being is focused on the mound of sand that holds their prize. The alpha female watches from a distance, her body tense, ready to sound the alarm or call off the raid if necessary. The other dogs remain hidden, a silent support team waiting in the wings. As the two dogs get closer, The faint sounds from the nest become more distinct. They can hear the delicate scratching of tiny claws against eggshells and the high-pitched chirps of newly hatched crocodiles. Some of the hatchlings have already emerged from the sand. They are small, perfect miniatures of their mother, instinctively turning their snouts toward the life-giving water of the river. For the hungry dogs, these tiny reptiles are an easy and immediate meal. But the primary target remains the eggs buried within the nest, a more substantial and less mobile source of food. The raiders must be quick before the hatchlings disperse. The first dog reaches the edge of the nest. It pauses for a moment, its nose twitching as it takes in the rich scent of earth and life. Its eyes dart toward the massive, still form of the mother crocodile, just a few meters away. Seeing no movement, the dog begins to dig. It uses its front paws with surprising delicacy, pushing sand aside in soft sprays. It is a race against time. The other dog joins in, and together they work with frantic but quiet efficiency. They uncover the first of the leathery, oblong eggs. The dog gently picks one up in its mouth, its jaw strong enough to crush bone, but now careful enough not to break the fragile shell. More eggs are uncovered, a glistening white treasure hidden in the warm sand. The dogs work quickly, their instincts taking over. One dog snatches a slow-moving hatchling, swallowing it in a single gulp. The other focuses on the eggs, trying to carry as many as possible. It manages to scoop up 2 eggs in its mouth and begins to back away from the nest, its movements still slow and deliberate. The tension is almost unbearable. The mother crocodile remains motionless, a sleeping giant unaware of the plunder happening right under her nose. For a few precious seconds, it seems as if the dog's audacious plan will succeed without a hitch. The delicate balance of silence is shattered by a single, careless mistake. In its haste, one of the dogs cracks an egg. The wet sound is small, but in the stillness of the afternoon, it is as loud as a gunshot. A second later, the sharp cry of a captured hatchling cuts through the air. These sounds, so insignificant to the vast savanna, are a direct alarm to the mother crocodile. Her eyes, which were mere slits, snap wide open. They are yellow and cold, ancient orbs of reptilian fury. For a fraction of a second, she remains perfectly still, her primitive brain processing the disturbance. The raid is over. The Guardian has awakened. What happens next is a display of terrifying speed and power. The crocodile's seemingly lethargic body explodes into motion. With a tremendous heave, she lunges forward, her massive tail whipping through the air. The 16-foot reptile moves with a speed that seems impossible for a creature of her size. She covers the distance to her nest in a blur of green and brown scales, her immense jaws gaping open in a fearsome display. A deep, guttural hiss erupts from her throat, a sound that reverberates through the air and strikes terror into the hearts of the painted dogs. The time for stealth is gone. Now, it is a desperate scramble for survival. The 2 dogs at the nest are caught completely by surprise. The one holding the eggs drops them in a panic and scrambles backward. Its yelp of fear cuts short as it dodges the crocodile's snapping jaws. The jaws close with a sickening clap, missing the dog by inches but sending a spray of sand and shattered eggshells into the air. The second dog, which had just swallowed a hatchling, is not so lucky. The crocodile's massive head swings sideways, catching the dog a glancing blow that sends it tumbling through the air. It lands with a pained cry and limps away as fast as it can, joining the chaotic retreat. The entire riverbank erupts into a scene of pandemonium. The rest of the pack, which had been watching from the grass, breaks cover. Their plan has failed, and their primary instinct now is self-preservation. They scatter in all directions, their barks and yelps of alarm replacing the previous silence. The crocodile, fueled by a primal rage to protect her young, does not give up the chase immediately. She charges after the fleeing dogs, her powerful legs propelling her across the dry land with astonishing agility. She is no longer just a river guardian, she is an avenging fury, determined to drive the intruders far away from her precious nest. The savanna air once thick with quiet tension, is now filled with the sounds of chaos. The wild dogs scatter like dry leaves in a storm, their coordinated teamwork dissolving into individual acts of panicked survival. Their yips and barks are sharp with fear and adrenaline. The alpha female barks a series of sharp commands, trying to rally her dispersed pack and lead them away from the danger zone. Some of the dogs, in their frantic retreat, still try to cling to their stolen prizes. One young male dashes away with a single precious egg held carefully in his mouth, a small victory in the face of a major defeat. The crocodile is a force of nature, unleashed. Her pursuit is relentless, driven by an instinct millions of years old. She is not built for long-distance running on land, but in short bursts, her speed is explosive. She focuses on the closest dog, her immense body crashing through the dry reeds and bushes that line the riverbank. Her target is the injured dog, which is struggling to keep up with the rest of the pack. The crocodile closes the distance with terrifying speed, her open jaws ready to deliver a devastating bite. The fate of the dog hangs precariously in the balance, a life about to be extinguished by the river's ancient queen. At the last possible moment, two other dogs intervene. In a remarkable display of pack loyalty, they double back, barking and growling at the massive reptile. They nip at her thick, scaly tail, not to inflict injury, but to create a diversion. This is an incredibly risky maneuver. They are deliberately putting themselves in harm's way to save their injured packmate. The crocodile, momentarily distracted by these new aggressors, swings her massive head towards them. This brief hesitation is all the injured dog needs. It scrambles to its feet and limps away into the safety of the tall grass, escaping the crocodile's deadly jaws. The diversion is successful, but the two brave dogs are now in extreme peril. The crocodile turns her full attention to them, snapping her jaws with ferocious intent. The dogs are agile, dancing just out of reach of her deadly bite. It is a dangerous game of tag with the highest possible stakes. The dogs are using their speed and maneuverability, their key advantages on land, to frustrate the much larger and more powerful predator. The scene is a whirlwind of dust, noise, and desperate action, a raw and brutal glimpse into the daily struggle for existence on the African plains. The frantic chase gives way to a tense standoff. The wild dogs have regrouped at a safe distance, their pack instincts overriding their individual fear. They stand at the edge of the tall grass, a line of painted hunters watching the furious reptile. Their formation is not aggressive but watchful. They are assessing the situation, their intelligent eyes fixed on the crocodile. The dog with the single stolen egg has already vanished, likely heading back toward the den to deliver its small prize. The injured dog is being tended to by another pack member, its wounds licked clean in a quiet display of social care. The crocodile, seeing that the immediate threat to her nest has been neutralized, halts her pursuit. She stands her ground between the dogs and her disturbed nest, a formidable and immovable guardian. Her chest heaves, and she emits a series of low, rumbling hisses, a clear warning that any further advance will be met with extreme violence. Her gaze is locked on the dogs, her ancient mind focused on a single imperative: protect the young. She is a living fortress, her armored body a shield for the next generation. The ground around her is littered with the remnants of the raid, broken eggshells and the still bodies of a few tiny hatchlings. For several long minutes, neither side moves. It is a silent battle of wills. The dogs, though hungry, seem to understand that they have lost this contest. The risk of another attempt is too great. The crocodile's explosive defense has shown them the true extent of her power and determination. The alpha female lets out a soft whine, a signal to her pack. It is time to retreat. There will be other hunts, other opportunities. The survival of the pack as a whole is more important than a single risky meal. One by one, the dogs begin to turn, melting back into the golden grasses from which they came. Their departure is as quiet and ghostly as their arrival. Within moments, the entire pack has vanished, leaving the riverbank to its former silence. The crocodile watches them go, her body remaining tense until the last dog has disappeared from sight. Only then does she relax her aggressive posture. The immediate danger has passed. Her victory is not complete. Some eggs and hatchlings have been lost, but she has successfully defended her territory and the majority of her brood. The standoff is over, a temporary truce declared in the unending war for survival. With the intruders gone, the crocodile slowly turns her attention back to her nest. She moves with a deliberateness that belies her earlier explosive speed. She nudges the mound of sand with her enormous snout, checking on the remaining eggs. More hatchlings are emerging, their tiny bodies wriggling free from their shells. Driven by an instinct as old as their species, they immediately begin their perilous crawl towards the river. The mother watches them, a silent and vigilant guardian. She will remain near them for some time, offering protection from the many other predators, like storks and eagles, that would gladly make a meal of them. The savannah slowly returns to its deceptive state of calm. The sun begins its descent toward the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape. The intense heat of the afternoon softens into the warm glow of evening. Soon, the riverbank will be visited by other animals, coming to drink in the relative cool of twilight. The events of the afternoon will leave little trace, just a few broken eggshells and the lingering scent of fear and conflict. For the wild dogs, the failed raid is a lesson learned. They will regroup, tend to their injured, and begin the hunt anew. Their hunger remains a constant driving force. This dramatic encounter was not a battle between good and evil. It was simply a clash of primal instincts. The wild dogs were not malicious thieves. They were parents, driven by the need to feed their hungry pups. Their teamwork and courage are essential for their survival in this harsh world. The crocodile was not a monster. She was a mother, driven by the powerful instinct to protect her offspring. Her strength and ferocity are the keys to ensuring her genetic legacy continues. Both animals were playing the roles assigned to them by nature, each a vital part of the complex web of life. As dusk settles over the river, the cycle continues. The surviving crocodile hatchlings will face countless dangers in their journey to adulthood, and only a few will make it. The wild dog pack will continue its nomadic hunt, facing challenges and triumphs in equal measure. This is the raw, unfiltered reality of the wild. It is a world of constant struggle, of life and death, of hunger and survival. And as the first stars appear in the vast African sky, the savannah settles into a watchful quiet, ready for the drama that the next day will inevitably